Jeff Behrman is the head coach of the Union Dutchman football team. They will host RPI and try to take away that Shoes trophy from them because it's been at RPI for 4 years now. And Jeff Behrman has just done a phenomenal job in a short period of time getting things turned around at Union. He joins us here on Big Board Sports 104.5 at Team ESPN Radio. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Roger.
Appreciate it, man. And why don't you enlighten our listeners of how you've come in and turn things around in such a short period of time, and a 7-2 record this year, 3-1 in the Liberty, and you at one stretch until you got beat last week, get a 7-game winning streak. How have you done it, Coach, in a short period of time?
I think it definitely falls on the players. They have bought into what we're teaching them as a coaching staff, and certainly the coaching staff has done a phenomenal job of just teaching the little things, fundamentals, techniques, and getting these guys to believe in what we're doing. But in the end, in order to have success, the players have to be the ones to go out there and execute and perform. And we've had tremendous senior leadership, and it's just a testament to them. They have committed to the process of changing the culture here. They've trusted the process, and I think that has created belief. And once they saw they committed and they trusted in it, they started having success, and they believed in it. And I think once you believe in something, you end up preparing a lot more diligently, and you work a lot harder to continue to have that success. And that's just something that I think has developed over the year.
And it probably didn't take you very long, or anybody on your staff very long, to realize how big a deal this Shoes game is, right?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I think I don't know that I gave it enough importance of how big it was last year. Now that I've gone through it 1 year with the coaching staff, I mean, this is the rivalries of rivalries right here. I mean, it's the oldest one in the state of New York, and we're just excited to be playing for more than pride.
How do you? I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Coach, all is not lost here this season, and I know obviously the objective is to win this Saturday, but kind of knowing the way the playoff picture is currently formed, what are you telling your guys in the locker room, aside from winning this rivalry game, the bigger piece that may be out there for Union football if you win?
Well, I think certainly, I mentioned the word pride, but, I think Roger started it out by, we have not had the Dutchman Shoes Trophy at Union the last 4 years. So it's a matter of certainly of winning and being able to bring that back to Union. That is certainly important to the future of the program. But also, the ability to go to the NCAA playoffs is not in the cards. But the ability to go to the first inaugural New York State Bowl between the Empire 8 and the Liberty League is still out there for us, and still very attainable to be playing a postseason game, which our guys are very excited about. But most importantly, we're just concerned about us and taking care of our own business this Saturday.
Coach Jeff Behrman with us, Union football, 7-2, should be, at least on paper, it looks like a really good matchup. Both teams have had very successful years. And let me just throw that at you, Coach. How do you match up? The matchups are always a big deal in any sport. How do you match up with this RPI team this year?
Yeah, I think I got a lot of respect for Ralph Isernia and his coaching staff. They've done a terrific job over there, and they're certainly in the same position at 7-2 right now. I think when you look at both teams on film and on paper, we're very, very similar in terms of our formula for success, and it really starts with defense. And both defenses are playing and executing at a high level. Both teams play very physical, very fast, and relentless, and create a lot of turnovers. And offensively, both teams are looking to establish the run and then create some plays in the pass game. So, it really will come down to, the team that can create the most turnovers, and I think the team that can create the most explosive plays on offense. Usually those are two very deciding factors in football games. The team that has the most of those will probably end up on top.
Think about what it says about the Liberty League this season. Union won, like you said, Rod, 7 straight at one point, and as Coach pointed out, still the playoffs not attainable, but there are bowl games out there. Coach, I think it's kind of interesting you went to defense first. One thing I noticed about your 7-game winning streak is that in 6 of those games, you guys scored at least 27 points, and in the 2 losses, you were held to single digits. So while I trust your defense is a factor, it really feels like the offense kind of dictates a win or a loss for you guys this year. Would you say that's accurate?
It definitely is. And I think if you look at our 2 losses, we turned the ball over 3 times in each of those games. And, you cannot do that against good football teams. Sorry, the first loss against Husson. Husson's a playoff team. We turned the ball over on our 1-yard line going into score. We turned the ball over on our minus 16-yard line to give them a short field. That's going to cost you. And then you go last week to Ithaca, and, we turned the ball over twice on offense, once on special teams. We gave them 2 short fields, and, they were able to capitalize. That was a 6-3 game with 7:30 left in the fourth quarter last weekend. And, when you turn the ball over against good teams, like against an RPI on Saturday, it's hard to recover.
How about home field? You're 3-0 at home this season. Do you put any stock into at least you got the game in your backyard?
Absolutely. Playing at home is really critical. It is hard to win college football games at any level. So much goes into it, but it certainly makes it easier when you do play at home. We had a great crowd here for homecoming against Hobart, and hopefully we'll be able to match that crowd and that energy that we had that day with just such a big rivalry game here on Saturday.
Your offense, when you look at it, I mean, are you more run, more pass? I mean, you put up some points here. You score at least in that 7-game winning streak. Your team has scored at least 27 points in 6 of those games.
Yeah, I think our offensive staff has done a great job. Our offensive coordinator, Ben Martin, he does a great job of just trying to find those weaknesses in a defense and be able to exploit those and attack those. We really go into games trying to be 50-50 and keep teams off balance. We've been able to do it. We've been starting 3 freshman offensive linemen since game 2. So 3 freshman linemen, a sophomore and a senior, and they've come together very well to play as a group there, and Ben's done a great job with them. But we're going to take advantage and do whatever we feel is going to dictate a win. What we need to do offensively.
Hey, I'm a big one on the trenches, right? It's like, who's going to?
It's all one there.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, look at the Giants stink this year because the offensive line is terrible. It really. At any level, I watched my kid play junior Raiders this past weekend up in Burn Hills, and it's like, who wins the line of scrimmage? Like, who wins that? Yeah. Eventually, that's the team that wins these games.
All the pretty guys in the perimeter. It doesn't matter what they do. If the guys up front can't do what you need to do to get the play started, it's very difficult.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, we pump this up every year, but when I see these 2 teams this year, 7-2, 7-2, 3-1, 3-1, I don't think it's overreacting by saying a pretty even matchup this year. Could go either way. Should be a great football game.
It absolutely should be. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Jack.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Roger.
it.
Thanks, Chris.